Hey guys, this is Tempest CFV here. I've got a deck profile, one of my fun decks here. This deck is totally not competitive. In fact, it's really outdated, but I do still keep it around because it's fun to play sometimes. Just to smash noobs. I'm just kidding, totally. Okay. But this is a Lohengrin deck. This deck is super old. And most of the cards in it are from like ages ago. But I kind of have to, I kind of want to update it a little bit. It's got some weird engines in it that kind of can work and kind of can't work sometimes. So I'm gonna go over the deck and gonna talk about any potential changes I gotta make. So starter, Wingle Brave. Honestly, it's like the second best Pioneer starter for this deck. The best one is obviously Starting Legend Ambrosius. He's a 4K that lets you put him into your soul and discard a card from your hand to draw a card. Um, yeah, I'm trying to remember if this deck has a grade 3 searcher. It might have a counterblast 1 check top 5 for grade 3. I'm not sure. If it doesn't need to find it, I have no idea what it is, but I need to get one of those if it exists. And obviously any card that lets you put it into your any grade 0 starter, lets you put it into your soul, giving it 3K is also going to be good. This guy is just good for being a 5K and for helping you get the pluses if it hits. But it's not really that consistent, and kind of really messes around with the field setup. So I wouldn't be playing it if I had any better options, but I don't. So yeah, Bingo Brave it is. For triggers, we got. Hang on a minute here. Okay, and my card is sticking together. Yeah, we got 6 crits, and then we got 6 stands. I don't actually remember why I'm playing 6 stands in this deck. I guess I have a bunch of Palamedes in here, and Palamedes is an okay stand target. I think I might even cut out these 2 stands and play like 2 draws. But I know these are good for playing because you can put them into your soul and give a unit 3K power. But look, that's a 10K shield, it's a 10K shield, so it could be an issue. I don't know. Like I said, it's a fun deck. I don't play this deck enough to test these out enough. And then 4 heal triggers. Not much to say about that. For grade 1s, you got 4 Young Pegasus Knight, star of the deck. Whenever a card is put into your soul during your main phase, he gains 3,000 power. So Lohengrin lets you soul charge a card every turn, and so basically he's a 9K booster every turn. It's pretty darn good. Boosting your grade 2s and 3s makes for easy columns and helps you put in lots of pressure. So you play 4 of it. You got 2 Marin. It's an 8K vanilla, so it's good when boosting your rear guards like Palamedes. Not much else to say about it. Just a decent card. We got 2 Pongles. I am playing the 1 Tech Soul Saver Dragon, so this card is just to help switch that out. And also it's a Royal Paladin High Beast with 7K power, so it helps you set up more columns easier in the event that you don't have Pegasus Knights. And then 2 Mirror Biru. This is also Royal Paladin High Beast. It's an Airmo clone, so when it boosts an attack that hits, it lets you drop and draw. Basically, I play this to help get rid of extra copies of triggers and extra copies of basically Lohengrin, but other stuff I know I'm not going to be able to use, like extra Blaster Blades maybe. So it's an okay card. It's like I said, it's just an attack and discard a card and draw. The only reason I'm playing this over Lake Maiden Leanne is because it's a high beast, so I can toolbox it with my high dog breeders if I ever need it. So, and last we have our 4 Sentinels. I'm actually playing 3 Assaults and 1 Julia, the Quintet Wall, just because most of the stuff in this deck counterblasts either 1 or 2, and you're probably not going to counterblast 2 more than twice a game anyway, so you always have that extra damage to use this card if you need it. And there's not really any problems with decking out in this deck, so she's actually not that bad. For your grade 2s, I'm playing 4 Blaster Blade because we're playing Wingle Brave, and I kind of hate playing this card. It's a counterblast 2 and it lets you kill something, but like it's a 9k. Like that's kind of bad. Truth be told, I'd rather be playing 4 Battle Flag Knight Constants. What he does is when his attack hits a Vanguard, you counterblast 2 and search your deck for a Royal Paladin grade 1 and Superior Call it. So it's a way better waste of your way better use of your counterblasts, and it doesn't require you to play. And if you're not playing Wingle Brave, you're not required to play this card. So I would even cut out like maybe only play 1 or 2 of this card because it is actually pretty good, but it's not good as F4. It's just not. Wait a minute. I'm actually gonna leave this up here. Okay, so my next card is 3 Great Sage Baron. Basically, it's a grade 2 version of Pegasus Knight. Whenever a card's put into your soul, it gains 3,000 power. So it comes at 11k, boosted by any of your grade 1s, and it becomes an 18k column. So it helps hit against cross rides. Boosted by a Pegasus Knight, and it hits for 20k, which is really devastating against decks that for some reason only have 10k Vanguards. So I'm playing 2 10k Vanillas because they're good, consistent attackers, and it's kind of good to have a little bit of consistency, especially if you don't hit the Lohengrin for some reason. And then 2 Akane, just the 2. I don't really feel I need to play any more than that because usually you'll only need to use her skill once a game anyway, and plus she's really low on power. So yeah. The only time she'll ever be able to make a relevant column is when you boost her with Marin or Pegasus Knight. So that's kind of a problem. And then onto grade 3s, we got 4 Lohengrin. Every turn you soul charge 1, and then he gains 2,000 power, so he's always going to be a 12k attacker on Vanguard Circle. His Mega Blast isn't always going to be that relevant, but if for some reason you haven't counterblasted at all, and you have like 5 or 6 cards in your soul, then you probably want to try and push for this to go off, because it lets you retire all your opponent's regards, so that's kind of helpful. Any extra copies you get of him, if you don't want to go for the Mega Blast play, just discard them off from your Biru, or put the card with them. So 3 Palamedes. In my past builds of this deck, I think I was playing Galahad Ride Chain, but now that I switched over to Wingle Brave, there's no need to play Galahad, so I get to play these guys. They're pretty nice. 13k attacker if you have another grade 3, so it's always nice. It becomes 22 with Young Pegasus Knight. That's good against MLB and all these 11k Vanguards. Otherwise, it's going to almost always be a 20 or 21k attacker, so pretty good. And then the last card is 1 Soul Saber Dragon. Mainly because I only have space for 1, I didn't want to play only 3 Lohengrin or only 2 Palamedes. I think they're too good. So this guy gets damage checked, it's whatever, you just gotta push hard and hope for triggers. But if you do end up getting this card, and you end up winning with it, it's just great because you get a Soul Blast, what is it, 5? I haven't used this card in so long. You get a Soul Blast 5 and give 3 rear guards 5k power. It's just really good for an end game push. So yeah. Just the one of though, you know, like I said, you don't actually want to see this card. You want to be able to search for it if you can, but you don't actually want to draw into it because it's not going to help you win the game, except when you want it to. So yeah, so that's the whole deck. It's not really anything special. It's just kind of a fun build. But if you want to build it, you know, by all means, more power to you. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, comment below with questions and suggestions, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching.